Good afternoon, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, friends of Peru. I thank you for responding to the invitation made by the Charge d'Affaires of the Embassy of Peru in Indonesia, Mr. Francisco Gutierrez Figueroa. Welcome to the reception on the occasion of the Bicentennial of the Independence of Peru. My name is Pauline, your MC for this ceremony. It is a privilege and a great honor to have the presence of all of you in this significant event. On 28 July 1821, Argentine Liberator General Jose de San Martin entered the city of Lima and proclaimed the independence of Peru with these words: "From this moment on, Peru is free and independent by the general will of its people and by the justice of its cause that God defends. Long live the nation! Long live the freedom! Long live the independence!" Today, this ceremony will include a prominent cultural show exhibiting Peruvian culture, tradition, history, as well as live musical and dance performance presenting three traditional dances of Peru, namely El Condor Pasa, Balija, and Silulo. Please join us on this journey and let's commemorate this landmark occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, please join in the singing of Peru National Anthem, and after that will be followed by the Indonesian National Anthem. agenda. With your permission, may I have the honor to invite Mr. Francesco Gutierrez Figueroa, Charge d'Affaires of Embassy of Peru in Indonesia, to deliver his remarks.
Good afternoon, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, friends of Peru, queridos compatriotas. Today, July 28, the Republic of Peru commemorates its 200th anniversary of independence. We do it under challenging, unexpected, and unprecedented circumstances marked by the global COVID-19 pandemic. Now, 200 years later, we have the possibility to rethink, imagine, and honor our country at the same time. Beyond standing as a significant celebration, the Peruvian Bicentennial should be understood as a space for dialogue and reflection in order to define our future. What kind of country do we want? Our national identity, based on our mighty ancient culture, allows us to build our history and face the challenges of the third century of Republican life. The bicentennial year should be a time to gain momentum, propose to better serve the needs of our people, and commit ourselves to continue forging the country we want to be. May this ceremony also serve to pay tribute to the late Ambassador Julio Cárdenas, his permanent dedication to the Peruvian Foreign Service, and his desire to further increase bilateral cooperation with Indonesia is a legacy he left us. Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, since the establishment of diplomatic relations on August 12, 1975, Peru and Indonesia have enjoyed friendly and stable ties despite the geographical distance that separates us. The Minister of Foreign Affairs of Peru is aware of the emergence of Southeast Asian countries as economic powers, especially Indonesia as the largest economy in the region and the 10th largest economy in terms of purchasing power parity. This is a fact that Peru has taken into consideration in order to define and design its foreign actions in search of greater development opportunities through access to new markets, investment resources, technology transfer, and cooperation in various fields. Precisely, Peru views Indonesia as one of the key countries in the Asia-Pacific region. The establishment of the Peruvian Embassy in Jakarta in 1992 and the Indonesian Embassy in Lima in 2002 symbolize the commitment of both countries to a long-sustainable partnership. Bilateral relations in the political field are very well-oriented and have been manifested in the form of mutual support in the nomination of candidates in international organizations and in government-to-government contacts at different levels. In commercial terms, the bilateral relation is also good. Despite the COVID-19 pandemic, during the period May 2020-May 2021, the total trade between both countries increased 50% from $96 million to $144 million. The Indonesian exports to Peru increased 53%, and the Peruvian exports to Indonesia increased 40%. A future bilateral agreement in this field is expected to significantly improve the trade balance between Indonesia and Peru. A concrete example of the liveliness of recent relations between the two countries is the commission to the Indonesian state-owned enterprise, Peru to bring Peruvian partners in the nomination of 10, 20, and 50 soles, whose new designs has been recently revealed to the public in the framework of the commemorative events for the Bicentennial. We are pleased to know that the batch of these bundles arrived on time and have no doubt that the culmination of this project might be the gateway to a range of cooperation opportunities between both countries. Indeed, increased cooperation between Peru and Indonesia is based on developing the potential of both nations and is based on mutually beneficial bilateral relations. Indonesia and Peru have a common mission to improve relations with regional partners, namely Indonesia with the Latin American region and Peru with Southeast Asia, specifically with the members of ASEAN. Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, on the occasion of the Bicentennial, I wish for the prosperity of Peru and Indonesia, and for the happiness and well-being of our peoples. Viva el Perú, viva Indonesia, y viva la eterna amistad entre nuestros pueblos.
Thank you, Senor, for your remarks. With your permission, may I have the honor to invite Her Excellency, Madam Igusti Ayu Bintang Garmawati, Minister of Women's Empowerment and Child Protection of the Republic of Indonesia, to deliver her remarks.
Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, buenas noches. A very good evening to all of you. It is indeed a privilege for me to join you in this auspicious occasion of the 200th anniversary of the Independence Day of the Republic of Peru. On behalf of the government and people of the Republic of Indonesia, I would like to extend our warmest felicitation and best wishes for the further prosperity of the Republic of Peru and the well-being of its people. Let me take this opportunity to convey our congratulations on smooth national election which has been successfully held on June 6, 2021. We sincerely hope that the new elected President could bring prosperity to the state and people of the Republic of Peru. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, this year marks the 46th anniversary of the establishment of our diplomatic relations. Indonesia and Peru have excellent relations based on equality, mutual respect, and trust in all aspects of our relations. Despite the COVID-19 pandemic that has become our greatest challenge, our long-term friendly and stable ties have been continuously enhanced and deepened in many areas of cooperation for the mutual benefit of our two peoples. We are also actively engaged in bilateral dialogue through bilateral consultation forum and joint commission. In international forum, we have also extended mutual support and many candidacies at the union bodies and international organizations. I believe that under the new government, both countries could continuously work together to recover together in exploring the untapped areas of cooperation and intensifying our bilateral relation in the years to come. In this regard, to proceed several meetings in 2020, such as bilateral consultation forum, for joint commission, and first joint agriculture working group, we hope that the new ambassador of the Republic of Peru to the Republic of Indonesia could be appointed at the first opportunity after the inauguration of the new government. Distinguished guests, I am pleased to learn that the bilateral trade between Indonesia and Peru continues to show a positive trend despite being infected by the COVID-19 pandemic. In 2020, the trade value has reached $248.8 million decreased from $267.9 million in 2019. Yet in January to May of 2021, the trade value has reached $143.6 million, an increase of around 50% from $95.7 million in the same period of 2020. On March 1, 2021, Perusahaan Umum Percetakan Republik Indonesia, Peruri, as for the first time, shipped the Peruvian sol banknote as much as 30 million bill out of a total of 250 million bills. The last shipment is expected to take place in October 2021. In such an important milestone in our economic cooperation, which we can enhance further to speed up our common effort for economic recovery and for mutual benefit of our two nations. I am convinced that Indonesia and Peru could further diversify the potential trade commodities and products, as well as to look for investment opportunities in both countries. Distinguished guests, the COVID-19 pandemic is not only infecting the global health, but also the social and economic well-being of our societies. Globally, there have been more than 150 million confirmed cases and more than 4 million deaths. As the efforts in tackling this pandemic are being enhanced, Indonesia and Peru have been committed to call for an equal access to safe and affordable COVID-19 vaccine and for vaccine to all peoples and nations. We have been committed to promote this further through the Ministerial Coordination Group on COVID-19. Indonesia also contributes actively to bolster global vaccine supply through the Coalition for Epidemic Preparedness Innovation, CEPI Investor Council. In addition, Indonesia encouraged the establishment of various regional and global resilience and preparedness mechanisms in ASEAN, WHO, and UN, in which Indonesia has initiated several resolutions. Distinguished guests, in this situation, let me underline that women and children are among the most severely affected by the pandemic and its impact, and therefore require greater attention and undertaking to enhance their protection. I believe that empowering women is also empowering a nation, so that we should continue our collaborative efforts to support women and children, especially in facing the challenges of the pandemic and its social and economic impacts. In this regard, Indonesia stands ready to work closely with all international partners, including our colleagues in Peru, to enhance further the role of women, to strengthen gender mainstreaming in all our respective national development programs. Several programs have also been initiated to ensure the protection for women and children, namely Berjarak. Together, we protect our family. Capacity building for MSME business women. Sejiwa, psychological services for mental health, and society-based integrated child protection. Distinguished guests, to conclude, please allow me once again to sincerely congratulate the government of Peru and its people in this auspicious occasion. We have strong confidence to be able to overcome the challenges of the pandemic together. and let us continue our good long-term relation by strengthening our cooperation on many areas of common interest. Selamat Hari Kemerdekaan. Feliz Día de la Independencia. Viva el Perú y viva Indonesia. Thank you. Gracias.
Thank you, Madam Minister, for your remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, the next agenda is Peruvian Cultural Show, presenting three traditional dances of Peru, namely El Condor Pasa, Vanita, and Siulu. This dance will be performed by Dea Van Der, featuring Ryan Rascal from BF Conceptual. The first dance will be El Condor Pasa. El Condor Pasa is a Peruvian zarzuela composed by Peruvian songwriter Daniel Alumia Robles in 1930, with a script written by Julio de La Paz, based on authentic Inca folk melodies. Around 1916, Daniel Alumia Robles notated this popular traditional melody, used it as the basis for an instrumental suite. The title means the condor passes. It's a sad meditation on our limitations and deals with freedom and oppression, power and despair. Condor is the name for two species of the New World vultures, deriving from the Quechua condor. Andean condors are among the largest and the longest-living birds on Earth, and symbolize power, health, and liberty of Andean people. The zarzuela's famous eponymous melody is considered as the second national anthem of Peru. It is based on the traditional Andean music of Peru. In 2004, Peru declared this song as part of the national cultural heritage. Soon, it was performed in large theaters around the world. Some very renowned opera singers of the time, like Ima Sumac, the first Peruvian artist to reach the Hollywood. Today, there are more than 4,000 versions of El Condor Pasa. A lot of versions of the melody have been produced, along with many sets of lyrics. In this special evening, we are going to listen to the instrumental versions of El Condor Pasa. Ladies and gentlemen, we present you El Condor Pasa! What an amazing performance of El Condor Pasa. Moving on, we have the next dance, Balija. And before we get to see it, we would like to tell you the story of Balija. Balija is one of the most emblematic Peruvian songs. Peruvians at home and overseas perform this indigenous theme to celebrate their heritage. Balija was inspired in one of the most tragic love stories that befell two Peruvians, a tale in which love was not enough to overcome the obstacles in its path. Originated from Cusco in Peru, there was a poor girl named Valeriana. Despite her poor background, Valeriana was the most admired girl. She had a small body, an innocent smile, and a pair of piercing dark eyes that inspired tenderness. The Urbano family also had a child named Miguel Angel. The boy had a comfortable life. One summer, Miguel Angel saw Valeriana for the first time. He became attracted to her and soon learned that Valeriana had gained countless admirers. She was considered the most beautiful girl of Acopia. Miguel Angel had a gifted ear for writing lyrics, as well as for playing instruments. Some evenings, he would rush to the plains, accompanied by Valeriana. Once there, he would compose melodies with his violin, while Valeriana sang to the tunes. These were their happiest moments together. They fell in love and kept it secret. Valeriana's parents then found out about their secret and forbade her to see Miguel Angel. She refused to accept that they belonged to two different worlds. Valeriana understood her romance with Miguel Angel was unfeasible and found another lover. Miguel Angel found out and became heartbroken. As the Uoino, Balija captivated audiences. Valeriana led a simple life in Acopia. Over the years, she was dubbed illustrious daughter of Acopia. Shortly before her death in 2014, Valeriana remembered the now memorable evenings spent with Miguel Angel. Sadly, that dream shattered by reality. But even if their love was crushed, the memory of it survived in a song, and it will survive in the minds of Peruvians for countless generations. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you Balija.
what an amazing performance by the dancers. Now, before we proceed to the last and third performance of the dance of Silulo, we would like to tell you about the history and characteristics of the Silulo dance of Peru. Silulo, or widely known as Palo Silulo, is the dance performed around a tree decorated with presents, while people take turns to cut the tree little by little until it falls. When this happens, people come to the tree to take presents, while the others play with water and some cover creams for their faces. The tree surrounded by the dancer is called Unsha, Yunza, Cortamonte, or Uisha. The Silulo dance can be seen in Cajamarca carnivals, one of the largest festivities and the most important carnival celebrated in Peru. For this reason, the city is called Cajamarca, capital of the Peruvian carnival. The celebration date is movable, generally during the first 15 days of February and lasts for almost a month. The characteristics are the carnival songs and colorful costumes, music, joy, and a glass of fresh chicha de mora are the tenors of the festivities. In addition to the games with water guns, balloons with water and ink. The Silulo, La Carolina, Cumbe Cumbe, and La Catalina are some of the traditional compositions of the Cajamarca carnival. Cajamarca is also known by its Quechua name, Casamarca, which is the capital and largest city of the Cajamarca region, as well as an important cultural and commercial center in the northern Andes. Cajamarca is the setting of the encounter between the culture of Spain and the Andean world. The layout of the city and its buildings, both civil and religious, built of adobe and volcanic stone within the historic center of Cajamarca, offers an exceptional testimony of Spanish Andean culture. Nowadays, Cajamarca is a modern and developed city whose main activity is mining. To know and appreciate the main tourist places is necessary to have a long vacation because Cajamarca has a lot of things to offer. The origin of Cajamarca begins in the pre-Inca era. The valley of Cajamarca was the center of the culture that developed about 500 to 1000 after Christ. These territories were incorporated into the Tahuan Insuyo when Pachacutec was the governor in 1465. Cajamarca is characterized by its folklore manifestation, religion, and traditions. The city upheld its diverse culture by organizing annual festivals. In these festivals, the population celebrates with dances like Asua, Los Chunchos or Danza Rata, Las Payas, La Machilla, La Danza de los Emplumados or Imperials, La Danza de los Diablos, and of course, the Silulo dance of Peru. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the Silulo dance of Peru.
Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, friends of Peru. It marks the end of our ceremony today. Thank you for your presence in this significant event and Viva el Peru!
Libres seamos, lo siempre seamos, lo siempre. Aunque sigue sus luces, sus luces, sus luces, el sol. Que faltemos al voto solemne.
Que la patria al eterno elevó, que faltemos al voto solemne, que la patria al eterno elevó.
Que faltemos al voto solemne, que la patria al eterno elevó. Felicito sincera y felizmente al pueblo peruano por celebrar los 200 años de independencia. Que seas más próspero y exitoso. Gracias.